Yes.
It's the Masquerade Soiree put on by Fast Play Athletics. And
hey, where's your masquerade mask?
I don't have my mask. We'll get a mask. We'll get a mask.
We're just giving you a little brief intro of what you're going to see tonight. We're really excited to be here. Thank you to Hamilton because
we're having us hosting Red Carpet. We're really excited. So
what are we going to see tonight?
We're going to see a lot of athletes, current and former athletes, scholarship for the kids, a tribute to the wonderful junior Seau. So we're just so excited for an amazing event tonight.
And San Diego's coming out tonight.
Yes, the elite of all elites coming out, and we're going to be running the red carpet, getting some behind the scenes, some interviews with some key people tonight. So just stay tuned.
And we're the only ones bringing it to you.
Yes, the Brandee J, Kristy our talk show, VIP status. You can find us on Facebook, you can find us on our YouTube channel, on Instagram, and then next week you can find us out in New York.
That's right, East Coast, we're coming for you.
We're going to do an amazing thing. So tonight, this is all about the kids. It's all about giving back to
Hamilton Heart
Foundation. So stay tuned. Interviews coming soon with Brandee J and Kristy.
Bye. Live from the red carpet at the Hamilton Heart Foundation Gala tonight.
Masquerade. Where's your mask?
Where's your mask?
You know what? My mask is over there, and I'm going to go grab you one, okay?
Well, we had to grab him.
My face, right?
Exactly. We had to talk about the man behind Hamilton Heart. So tell us, what are you feeling right now, Lionel?
You know, I'm excited. I kind of smell the food over there, the New Orleans cuisine. I haven't had since 2011. I heard some great drinks here.
I'm excited about that.
The Mardi Gras, I think it's the Mardi Gras Sazerac and the Masquerade Manhattan. So definitely, we're having fun out here.
It's going to be a great night. So tell us why you decided to do this event.
You know what? For one, I wanted to be able to raise some good money for the inner city programs,
which is really important.
Which is very important. I was inner city kid myself, and really get a chance to get people out here and get a feel for New Orleans jazz. And really, you know, some blues,
some sexiness,
some grown and sexy tonight.
Grown and sexy.
I like that.
Bring some New Orleans from San Diego.
I love that.
Well, we have the weather for it. It's not kind of, you know,
it's a hurricane. Raining hard.
What can we expect tonight? You know, what type of attendees will be?
You know what, man? It's gonna be a good night. I got some great guys coming out here to support. Some guys that really care about these innocent kids and raising money for them in different programs. So I'm excited to see who's here, even though it's raining. So
it's all right.
You know, San Diego don't like to come out in the rain, but it's gonna be a great turnout.
We promise it's worth it. If you can get here tonight, because rain or shine, the party's going on.
And he has a special tribute for Junior Seau tonight.
So
tell us, that's a big piece. So tell us why you decided to do that.
You know what? We want to make this event annual, and we got to pay respect to somebody that's done it before.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's Junior Seau. His commitment to the youth has been tremendous. He was such a keynote player, but also off-the-field role model for the kids here in San Diego. I play with a lot of those guys that actually had a chance to go to his camp when they were kids.
Okay.
So you can't do anything without paying it forward.
So continuing his legacy in a way, continuing the movement that you
do. We have his family coming here tonight. Oh, that's going to be a great thing.
I can say something else.
So we're going to be bringing you great interviews tonight, great event. This is for the kids of San Diego. So make sure, if you're not here, I don't know where you're going to be at.
Exactly. Tonight's the place to be. Is all champions.
Come on out.
We are back at the Hamilton Heart Foundation Masquerade Soiree with the San Diego State Aztec. You know, like I have to say it like that because it's San Diego State.
Cali girls.
The Cali girls. So are you guys excited for tonight?
Yes.
You guys always beautiful.
They're rocking the red lipstick. It's a trend tonight. So yes.
Get it together. So despite the rain, this event is giving back to the kids of San Diego. How do you guys feel about that? We're so happy to be here.
Anything here to support.
Good. Are you guys from San Diego or?
I'm from Minnesota actually.
Wow. Okay. Well, we're keeping you because you guys believe in community.
Yeah, keep you by. Exactly.
So you're San Diego's now.
So they're going to be here today welcoming the guests tonight. They're going to be performing tomorrow at the camp. So, it's great to have our local university giving support to the kids of San Diego role models. So we thank you guys so much. So we're going to let them do what they got to do and we'll be back.
back here at the red carpet for the Hamilton Heart Foundation. First year, it's going to be an annual event. I'm so excited about
Masquerade Soiree, so we're so excited. We have so many great people coming tonight, but we have
Father Joe's Village in the house.
Icon.
Yes, a charity, a non-profit, a giving back. I mean, we have Mark. I had the pleasure of meeting Mark a couple years ago.
Yeah, we've gone back
way many years. He's seen many hairstyles. So, we're really excited to have you here tonight because, again, giving back is what it's all about. And I think that you guys being here, you guys embrace that. Father Joe's known for that. How do you feel being here tonight?
It's awesome. I mean, to be recognized amongst this crowd is really great. I mean, right now, I think what he's doing is amazing.
It's amazing.
Right? Bringing a lot of people together. So many different causes are benefiting from this tonight. And we're just very fortunate to be a part of the kids, especially the Tucson Teen Center where Mark is working right now.
That's
really
an amazing organization. I have the privilege of hosting a prom with them every year, and it's just one of the highlights of my life.
Speaking engagement for them, it was amazing. So what's coming up with Father Joe's Village? You guys are always doing events in San Diego. So where can people? What's coming up next?
Yeah, so specific to Tucson Academy, we have our annual fundraiser for them. So June 18th, it's our Tower-thon event.
What is that?
We're running upstairs.
Oh my!
That's pretty
I thought it
wild.
was a gala. I was like, sign me
We do have a
up.
gala though. We also have a gala in May. That
The
goes
gala.
to support the children. So all the kids from Lehigh to over the easier
Yeah,
ones.
the easy one. And that's for the children that are receiving services from Father Joe's.
Correct.
Yeah.
So our whole goal is to end the cycle of homelessness. So,
Which is an amazing goal because
Starts
San Diego has a huge population of homeless community. I think it's absolutely crazy how we are in such a beautiful city and we have so many people struggling with homelessness. So let's change
worked
that.
with Father Joe's in the past with the Embassy Suites. He did the trick or treat before, and it was just so it was humbling just to see how happy the kids were. So you guys are doing an amazing job. Thank you so much for coming out and supporting, and you know, you guys supported Brandee and Kristy no matter what. So
thank you. We're happy.
So we'll be back. Brandee J and Kristy, our talk show.
What's up, everyone? We're back here at the red carpet with the Hamilton Hearts Foundation, and we've got Mr. Real Estate of San Diego, Rod Watson, in the house tonight. So when we said we're bringing them all out, Brandee,
We're bringing them all out.
the big boys are coming out.
Yeah. So
Rod, we are so excited to have you. First of all, congratulations on an amazing new show. Tell us a little bit about it.
Thank you. Well, it's a neighborhood. It's going to be coming on CW6 this coming April the 3rd at 12 p.m. on a Sunday. The show is going to be based around a little bit about my lifestyle, what it's like to live here in San Diego, the culture. We're going to be focusing on downtown. And we're going to be rolling out our signature service, which I'll tell you guys a little bit later. It's behind the scenes. So
Nice.
the chance that, you know,
Exclusive
two
VIP.
San Diego girls born and raised can come on the show.
Absolutely.
Okay, just
There you go.
Rod
Rod Watson
you
said
know.
we there.
These ladies come right on in and have a good time. We can have you guys on for season 2. We got season 2.
there you
We're
go.
season 2, so we got that on camera. So.
That's right, we're holding him to that. But we're really excited because you being here talks about not only who you are in the community and in your career, but what you believe by giving back.
Yeah.
And that's so important. Tonight, that's what it's about, is community and the younger generation. What makes you so drawn to this foundation?
Well, you know, Linnell and I have a similar background. I grew up kind of underprivileged. I grew up without my father. My father was serving time in prison for over almost a decade during my adolescent childhood. So I grew up around the drug culture. And in latter years, I kind of moved into a suburb community during my late junior high and high school. From there, you know, I got involved in sports. I played basketball. You can see a little guy like me. I'm not big and strong like Linnell. So I played football, but after a while taking those hits, I was like, nah, I think I'm going to stick to basketball. So I was fortunate enough to go to college, and from there, that opened the doors for opportunities like this. So whenever I see kids in the community, you know, especially Linnell's out there helping, I was one of those kids, so I definitely want to be there.
I love that. That's an amazing
So
story.
growing up in San Diego, growing up in other parts, and just seeing how important sports were to you, why do you feel like it's really important for kids to get involved in sports? I'm a former athlete, so I know how important it is, how it shapes you.
Correct.
But tell the cameras, like, tell the people why it's important for kids to get involved in sports.
Well, actually, I'm from Houston, so let's
Oh,
say
he's from
I'm from
Houston.
Texas. I'm
H-Town.
He thinks everyone's from Cali. He's just
H-Town. Sorry, he's from, he's from where Beyonce's from, you know, put that out there.
Well, one of the reasons why I think it's great is because sports, like it did for me, it can change a child's level of confidence about themselves, how they look at themselves, both inwardly and outwardly. obviously there's a fine line because with success you also have to have the maturity and understand how to handle it. And that's where great coaching comes into play. I was fortunate enough to play for some really good coaches and then a great coach in college. So I think one, it can definitely boost the confidence for a child. Plus it teaches them the ability to have to understand teamwork, how to sacrifice, commitment, yes, finishing through, and also doing things that you may not want to do, but if it leads discipline, if it leads to the betterment of the team, for everyone to have opportunity to win, that's why I support sports and why I can see the benefit of, you know, children being interacting, whether it's soccer, football, baseball. They all play a common theme about teaching people about life.
That's great. Well, we're so excited to have you here. And tell our viewers where they can find all your information at.
Yes. Actually, you can follow me at RodWatson23 on Twitter and Instagram. I'm just Rod Watson on Facebook. And you can always email me if you have questions at rodsalesSD@gmail.com. You can follow me on my website at www.thewatsongrouprealty.com.
And one last question. What makes you different in the real estate industry?
I care about people.
There you go.
I care. I want to see people obtain their ultimate dream, which is home ownership or investing. My goal is to make sure you succeed.
You got me sold.
Exactly. So thank you so much for being with us tonight. You're going to see us on the second season of his show.
That's right.
Just putting it out there. So
What's your ladies' favorite restaurant here in San Diego?
Oh, that's a hard one.
It's a hard one.
Brandee, I'll let you take that one.
I have expensive taste, so.
Man, throw it out there, big.
Jupiter and Ivy.
I've never been there.
Mr. A's.
Mr. A's?
Oh, Mr. A's, yes.
Okay.
So.
Morton's is good.
I thought you was about to say Mr. O's.
Back in the day. That's a turn up, Brandee.
Well, what we'll have to do is we'll talk and we'll schedule something and get you girls in the show and have dinner at your favorite spot.
Oh, let's do that.
Let's do it, San Diego.
We'll be back. Brandee J and Kristy Seau, our talk show.
Rod Watson.
We'll be back.
Bye.
All right, on 3.
Hey, it's Brandee J.
Kristy Seau.
We're just checking in for the night. We're having an amazing time hosting the red carpet for the Heart Foundation Masquerade Soiree.
The who's who are here.
Yes, the elite of San Diego. So we're so excited. We've interviewed the Aztec cheerleaders from San Diego State.
Rod Watson, an amazing real estate agent here in San Diego that cares about families.
Exactly. Father Joe's Village. So the night's just starting. We have more to come. So just stay tuned. Brandee J.
Kristy Seau.
There you go. There you go. I can't see that ass, guy.
Hey everyone, we are back here at the red carpet and we've got the beautiful Stephanie.
Yes.
And she is the creator of Pay It Forward Media. And
which is like a great program.
Amazing program.
For the youth of San Diego. We actually met you last year at
Film Awards.
And it's this amazing thing what you're doing for the kids. So
teaching on media production, like, I mean, we do so much for the show and no one goes on behind the scenes. And your students are learning that firsthand.
Yes, exactly.
And I just adore them because they're so willing and they're so they love being part of something.
And tonight we have 3 14-year-olds here.
Wow. 14.
And the one gal that's roaming around, she's got her dad's equipment because he owns a production company.
Okay.
But 14 years old, and she actually instructs the people at her school, the kids at her school.
Okay.
Wow.
And she's amazing. And anyway, so they're making little promo videos. We're working with pro player insiders.
Okay.
And interviewing some of the players, the NFL players, so they're getting to do that.
That's amazing.
And I was just writing up, well, with another person, informational about Pay It Forward Media.
Okay.
And we had to look at the jobs that could be had from production skills, media production skills. There's 130 jobs.
Oh yes.
Wow.
It takes a village.
Well,
No, just in the industry.
Wow.
As far as titles you can carry on
Yes.
media.
Because we carry so many titles ourselves.
broadcast journalism
Exactly.
has been named a pathway in the schools because they get the skills they need for jobs.
Wow, that's amazing.
So if you don't know about Pay It Forward Media, check them out. Where can they find you?
payitforwardmedia.webs.com. Right now.
Webs.com.
There you go. And again, just like that, Pay It Forward, meaning they are run by donations, sponsorships, right, Stephanie?
Exactly.
Yeah, and if you're all about the kids, you got to give back to make sure that the youth of today have something great to do as far as their time. So thank you so much. We appreciate you being
We
here.
love having you again.
Yes.
So, Stephanie, Pay It Forward Media, check her out.
One more, please. There we go. Happy birthday!
Hey everyone, we are back at the Helmets and Hearts Masquerade Soiree, and we have someone very special and dear to me, Kristy.
Yes.
Kayla. So we're going to be talking with her tonight about she's doing an amazing event tonight over the silent auction. But Kayla, how did you get involved with the Hamilton Heart Foundation?
I have been involved with Hamilton Heart Foundation thanks to you, Brandee, and Tasteful Tuesday, San Diego, which is a great event that we had joined about almost a year ago.
Yeah.
For about a year, yeah. It's a great networking event. When I heard about the charity foundation, I jumped on the opportunity to help with anything I could.
But you have your own business too. You have your own event planning business.
I do.
So let's talk about what do you do?
Yeah, I throw events for different companies around San Diego to help them market and promote themselves. So it's always been a fun atmosphere with DJs and photographers and
she gets the job done. Like, believe you
like
me.
yesterday.
Yeah, she gets the job done. So what events do you have coming up for your business that people can go out and support and promote?
Tomorrow we actually have a great event at the Alexander Fine Art Theater in downtown San Diego. It's live music, fashion.
Wow. Lots of love to Alexander Salazar, an amazing member of our community that opens his gallery doors for the community all the time. That's amazing.
Yeah, he's got an amazing desk. I went by today and I'm like, if I had the money to buy all of this,
There's my house.
yeah, it's gorgeous.
So what's the name of your business?
Asun She Owns Marketing Events.
Great.
Where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Asun She Owns SD, ASUNSHEOWNSSD.
That's a long
Or
one.
you can just contact me and I'll just give you the rest.
We got GPS. So all you gotta do is let us know. We can GPS her real quick. So
Exactly.
But we're
They know where to find me.
Exactly. Always. We're excited to have you here tonight. And again, thank you for believing and giving back to the community with your time. Because your time is important and people don't realize time is an investment that you give to somebody. So
Thank you so much, Kayla. You see her around. She supports me and Kristy and everything we have going on. So thank you
these
so much.
girls, get on the boat now.
there you go.
So anytime that we get a chance, and I say we, I'm talking all of us in this room, to help and benefit and support the youth, we should try and do it no matter what, because none of us get where we are by ourselves. I tell kids all the time when I go speak in schools and churches, you see one person, but you don't see the tons of people behind me that got me here. That goes for anybody in this room. I don't care if you work for AT&T, you're the president of Qualcomm, you're owner of the chart, you work for Qualcomm, you don't get nowhere by yourself. There's a lot of people that help you get to where you are. There's people that you don't even know that are praying for you to get to where you are. So anytime we can help our area youth, I encourage you to do so. So thank you all very much for coming out. We want to keep this thing flowing because it's going to be a very special evening. And I apologize ahead of time if I mess up some names. Number one, it's dark in here. That was something for the lighting person. But I want to bring the director. Let's see if they listen. I want to bring up the director, Viviana Cervantes.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. I want to welcome everybody to the first annual Hamilton Heart Masquerade Soiree. Thank you all so much for attending. Everyone on our staff has really been working really hard and long hours to put all this together, so we're really excited to see all these beautiful people come together in one room. I want to start off the evening by sharing with everyone a little bit about the Hamilton's Heart Foundation and why Lionel decided to turn this into an organization. So, Hamilton's Heart Foundation is a nonprofit that provides athletes with a platform. Sorry, can you hear me? Yeah. Platform to give back to our communities and underprivileged youth. We raise funds to create new programs and resources like football camps, retreats, life skills seminars, college workshops, and many more. We strive to provide students with opportunities they may otherwise not have had if it was not for a program like Hamilton's Heart or some of the other organizations that we're recognizing tonight. This evening, we will be recognizing some local organizations that share the same mission and values and have been providing our community with resources and opportunities for success. We recognize the importance in supporting like-minded programs and see the benefit in supporting one another. In a few minutes, you will get to hear more about Reality Changers and Tucson Academy and the great work they have been doing. For now, enjoy the program that we have planned for you, eat lots of food, dance the night away, and make sure you make your way to the silent auction. Again, thank you all for the sponsors, the volunteers, for making this happen. All proceeds for tonight's event will be going towards our inner city retreat that we will be having tomorrow bright and early at 8:30 in the morning. So those of you who are volunteering, we're really excited to see you. If there's anybody else who wants to learn a little bit more about the organization or how to get involved, please come out and reach out to me, Lionel, or Annette, who I think is running around somewhere trying to make sure everything is in order. So again, thank you all for coming, and please enjoy the food and make your way to the silent auction back in that far corner. Thank you.
That's one thing I forgot to remind you guys about the silent auction. Obviously, everything benefits what we're trying to do tonight. So if you bid on something, go back and check. If somebody outbid you, then outbid them. So the more money we can raise, the better it is. And also, speaking of the food, you guys had catfish tacos? Man, y'all put your foot in there. And I've never had kale before because I kept thinking, every time I heard kale, it's supposed to be like this healthy stuff, so I'm thinking it's going to be nasty. I had 3 bowls of that kale salad. I shouldn't have told y'all that. Coming up right now, former NFL Denver Bronco. I ain't mad at you though, you got a ring. Raiders got 3 too. That's right, the nation's everywhere now. Come on, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Seau Sykes.
First of all, when I played for Denver, I didn't win a Super Bowl. My time there, Peyton Manning put me out of Super Bowl 2 years straight when he was in Indianapolis. So this year when they won it, I didn't get paid for that, I didn't get a ring for that. So, but thank you, nice try. I was going to read, but since my voice is all messed up tonight, I'm just going to ad-lib it, but I'm going to get my point across and make sure we all understand what I'm talking about tonight. So Lionel wanted me to talk to you guys briefly about fast play athletics and what the meaning is. I know some of you guys are here tonight because you want the DJ to turn the music back on and you can turn up. But there's a reason for the calls tonight. Obviously all the benefits, like was mentioned earlier, going to the Heart Foundation. But fast play athletics, just talk to you guys briefly about that and what it's all about. Fast play athletics is a collective between former and current athletes giving back. And what does giving back mean? Giving back means giving back to our neighborhoods, giving back to the youth. We all know that our youth is our next leaders in society. And as current and former athletes, we know that we have leverage because we are athletes. If you go to a kid, up to a kid right now, and you don't know him from Adam, he doesn't know you. And you tell him, hey, how you doing? My name is Seau Sykes. I'm a former NFL player and I play for the Denver Broncos. That kid doesn't have to know anything about me, but because he knows I'm a former player, I have instant credibility. So what I tell him next, he's going to keep in his mind. So we got to make sure we leverage that as athletes, as former athletes and current athletes, to give to our youth, encourage our youth, and inspire our youth. And that's what fast play athletics is all about. So we have a number of guys in the crowd tonight that's a part of fast play athletics, but we need to build more. It started in 2014. We're trying to brand out across the country because it's important. When we were kids, somebody reached out to us. And oftentimes somebody didn't reach out to us. But it's our duty, because we have this experience, it's our duty to encourage and inspire our kids because they're the next generation. And that's what fast play athletics is all about. So thank you, have a great night. Am I the MC? MC? I don't have the itinerary, and MC is coming up next. Oh, there it is.
Hold on. I just want y'all to see something. No, I'm not saying nothing yet. Seriously. Just want y'all to see something. That's all. That's all. Thank you, Seau. What we want to do right now is turn your attention to the monitors, because we want to show you a very special video tribute to someone who was a very good friend of mine, and I consider family, to yourself.
Bienvenidos, este es Sports Center y de nueva cuenta las mujeres al mando en los controles. Carolina Padrón, Cari Correa con ustedes en esta edición donde tenemos mucho que comentar, muchos movimientos en la NFL en estos días tan importantes de la agencia libre y por supuesto también se agota el tiempo en el reloj para el clásico del fútbol mexicano.
Santa la intervención tanto que vamos a comenzar hablando de esa edición de Sports Center.
Head is when you're faced up. I mean, anyone can hit a guy blindsided, but when you're faced up in an A-gap, coming one-on-one, and you get lowered into your opponent, and you hear him go, it's a little,
This weekend itself is dedicated to the Junior Seau Foundation, who is still doing very good things in the community, still doing their shot with the jock during Christmas time. Lionel wanted me to share a couple of personal memories that I had with Junior. We were very, very close friends. We were friends that went off the camera, in his case off the field. And as I was telling his son Tyler, I can't share too many memories because I can't share this one. But some things that he would say, he had such a sense of humor that sometimes you have to think about what somebody says, and then you'll start laughing a couple minutes later, or when you're driving home, you get it. But June would say some things that were so poignant, but so funny. I remember one time, because he always wore his shorts backwards. Some people didn't realize, because the boat was supposed to be on the front. left-hand leg of your leg. He always wore it backwards, but it was on the back of his right thigh. So one day, I just out of the blue, I said, Jim, why are you always wearing your shorts backwards, man? He said, see us, man, ever since that Super Bowl, this organization's been going backwards. True story. True story. And I tell people, because a lot of people would ask, how'd you guys become so close? And it just happened one night. One night, we were going to a concert. His brother Seau, he and I hung out a couple times. So June called Seau, yo, see us all right? Yeah, all right? Yeah, see us all right, he's cool, he's all right. Nah, man, he's TV dude. No, he ain't like that, he ain't like that. So he invited me out to go to a concert. It was down in East Lake, and I don't know what it was called then, Cricket, Coors, one of them theaters, y'all. They change every other month. So we get to the level, and when I first got here to San Diego, I drank rum and coke. He didn't have no rum and coke. He didn't love it. I said, Joe, we gotta stop at the store. He said, nah, dude, no, you gotta try this. It was Belvedere. You gotta try this. I'm like, I don't drink that. He said, see us, man, trust me, try it. Took a little sip. Man, put some more in that glass right there. Ever since then, Belvedere. No lie. I'll go into a place, and I don't know if this is good or bad. I'll go into a place, and the bartender will already know what I'm drinking. Belvedere Rossi is? I don't know if that's good or not. But yeah. But the whole way down there, and the whole way back, he kept playing one song over and over and over again. It was by Uncle Kracker. It's called Follow Me. I don't know if you guys remember that song about Follow Me. And he kept playing and rewind and rewind. And people will tell you, our players will tell you, his kids will tell you, his family will tell you, if June liked a song, he will keep playing it over and over and over again. He'll just rewind it. He kept playing it, repeat on the CD. I'm like, dude, why do you keep playing this song? So the next day, I'm thinking, it's an outstanding CD, even though I didn't get a chance to hear the whole thing. So I went to the store and got the CD. So I saw him later that week in the locker room. I said, dude, you owe me $11.63. He's like, what? I said, Uncle Kracker CD is terrible. He said, yeah, that's why I kept playing that same song over and over again. But ever since then, he and I were extremely close. I was very honored that the family allowed me to speak at his service, missing more than some people know. Obviously, no more than his family, his kids know. But a great man, did a lot for San Diego, did a lot for Miami when he was in Miami, did a lot for New England when he was in New England. Sadly missed, but always honored, as we did just now, and honored through his children too. With that in mind, I'd like to bring up for a few members of Junior, his son Tyler, his nephew Micah. Adrian, you come out? Was going to be a former player. Freddie Kehoe and Jay Phoebe. Gentlemen, come on up. Oh, they all shy now. Where you go? Where you go?
How are y'all doing? I just want to first and foremost thank God. Thank you for this opportunity to be up here in front of so many amazing people. This stage is far bigger than me. My dad built the foundation for a lot of things that I'm being part of and being honored and blessed to be a part of. So I want to thank Hamilton for allowing us and honoring my father, continuing his legacy. You know, it's been, as many of you probably know, it's been tough. Excuse me. I made it through the whole interview with some kids back there and didn't cry at all. You know, I just want to thank you guys so much. The kids were a huge part of who my dad was. And he loved every moment of it. I remember where it started off, where there was probably like 6 kids out there on the beach at 6 in the morning. If you were late, he made every single one of us run half a mile down to the beach. That was only if one person was late. God forbid we get back and another person's late. Now we're running again. You know, and it grew really fast. Eventually there was about 100 kids on that beach at 6 in the morning. From anywhere from about the age of 6 to the age of 17. You know, we were out there for an hour and a half. You know, we had a lot of people that were helping out. He wasn't the only one. And that's kind of the main thing that I think this is kind of showing us. Hamilton's organization, LT's organization, Junior Seau Foundation organization, we're all coming together right now. And I think that's very important. It's huge. And it touches my heart. Because that's what he wanted. He didn't want his foundation to be ran because it's Junior Seau's foundation. He wanted it to run based on, because it's the kids, and that's what it's about. It's about the kids. Teaching them how to be men, women, teaching them about God, humility, integrity, love. And that's what we got to pass down. And that's what I'm looking forward to, passing down his legacy to my daughter and many other kids. So thank you.
Thank you, Tyler. They wanted me to ask you guys a few questions. Pass the mic around. Start with you, Michael, because playing at SDSU, you know, with the last name Seau, number 99. I was checking you out just to tell you. But what was it for you that motivated you? Number one, to play for yourself, but to play for that name in the back of your jersey.
You know, wearing that name in the back of my jersey, there's a lot that comes with it, especially because I stay and play ball in San Diego. But, you know, my uncle, what he did was great. He's a legend for San Diego, inspiration for the kids, for everybody in San Diego. So, you know, it was a big shoes to fill. But for me, it was never like that, you know. We just always looked up to my uncle and all my family. The support we always have, the support system we've always had together. I love the game of football, and, you know, my uncle, along with the rest of my family, that's what we grew up doing. So, we just love the game.
Freddie, knowing Junior like you knew him, playing beside him, doing some things with him, what kind of inspiration was he for you off the field, moreover?
Is it on? Is it on? Hello? Hello, can you hear me? I was one of those kids who came from the inner city, who didn't have anything, and being the first Fijian to play in the NFL, to be drafted, to win a Super Bowl was a blessing. It was a blessing beyond my belief. But part of that came from being inspired by Junior Seau when I was a kid. I mean, did I think he was going to play 18 years in the league? 20 years in the league, sorry, 20, took away 2 years. No? 20 years in the league, I mean, that is just incredible. It's a testament to who he was and how he was and how he played, I think. But more importantly, just to see somebody who looked like me, who was an Islander like me, perform at that level, and to be as great as he was just inspirational. And then to have the honor of playing against him when he was at New England was just unbelievable and surreal for me. So I'm just really honored and blessed to be up here with his family and to share what he meant to me in just a small time period of time.
Now usually, Freddie, when somebody wins the Super Bowl, they wear that ring, and where they go. So Jake, when you get into the league, and I'm saying when, I'm sure if you win the Super Bowl, you're gonna wear your ring. Oh, you got rings. Didn't know if y'all can see them or not. As you begin the next step, next phase in your career, when you see what Junior did, when he put the work in, the longevity of his career, 20 seasons in the NFL, what kind of inspiration is that for you to get your thing started, but to maintain?
For me, I grew up with Tyler too, and I played with Micah. But when Tyler was talking about those morning workouts, it's one thing to you know, hear about someone, you know, oh, he's running the workouts and stuff. But he was part of the workout. Like, he did the workout with you. So it's that much more believable when you're like, oh, there's just someone out there, like, oh, he's just running a workout together. He was about that. He did it with us. He led it, and it inspired kids like me. I mean, I did it with Tyler, but there was a lot more out there. You know, there's a lot more kids out there willing to do stuff, and he was a big role model. And that was one of the biggest things for me when I was younger at Oceanside, and he left a legacy at Oceanside and kept going, you know, at USC and, you know, into the league. And for me, he always worked hard. Everywhere he went, he was always a team player. He was always working hard. He was about the kids. And like Tyler was saying earlier, and Jay Sean earlier says, whenever you see someone in the NFL and little kids come up, they always, you know, they latch on to someone that's been there and done that. And hopefully, if I make it, I want to be able to, you know, try to be just like, you know, Junior was, you know, a family man, you know, inspiration to other kids, and a very hard worker. And like Freddie was saying, I'm honored to be up here with the Seaus, and it's just a great honor to be up here talking, and hopefully I can reach that stage as well.
I'll finish it on this from Tyler. I know hopefully all of you saw the Hall of Fame induction ceremony. I myself personally, I ain't ashamed to say I cried. I knew that's where we're supposed to be. But when I saw Sydney give her speech, it was so from the heart, and she was sounding just like her dad. She had the personality of her dad. And when Tyler walks, y'all watch me, he's off the stage, he walks just like his dad. And with the pressure. But for you personally, as his son, his oldest, your personal feelings when he was inducted.
How can you explain that kind of feeling, to be honest? You feel the joy, you're proud, you feel blessed and honored and happy for him. You know, you felt like he was there just from all the people that were surrounded by us. We had amazing people around us just holding us up, you know, talking about him and sharing stories. You know, you get all that and you feel his presence. You know, he gave every single one of us that he met, it gave him a little piece of his heart. And he put it all together and we had him. And it was unbelievable. It's truly once-in-a-lifetime feeling, truly a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And I'll forever remember it. And I'm forever grateful.
Tyler, Michael, Freddie, Jay, thank you so much. A legacy that will never die. See you walking. We're going to bring up tissue. We're going to bring the man who put all this together and who spearheaded this entire thing. Ladies and gentlemen, line on hands.
So once again, I really appreciate those guys coming up here, Tyler, Feely, Micah, Freddie. I mean, you guys had a chance to see these guys play. First of all, I'm going to take a little time to talk about the linebacker position, okay? Getting a chance to actually play against Freddie Kiamo, who had a motor, and he's one of those guys like my brother. He's one of those guys that you can't play basketball with because he was going to hit you. You couldn't play baseball with because he was going to hit you. It doesn't matter what you play, you can take Monopoly. He was going to find a way to hit you. So Coach Kraft, we have a spring practice, and Coach Kraft is trying to save my legs. But he calls a play, he calls a screen play. And I catch the ball, and as soon as I catch the ball, the man goes straight for my legs. And Freddie, where you at, Freddie? Freddie, all right, Freddie, check this out. I think I was about 215, you about 230, and he goes for my legs. And No, this is the guy that really, you have to keep your head on the swivel. And he actually taught me himself. Guys like Kirk Morrison, Matt McCoy, Heath Farwell. These are guys that I have to go up against every single day that made me a better player. Okay? And then you got a guy like Jake Feely. Wow. So I know you guys had a chance to see the film on Seau. Okay? That's the NFL. He's going to get there. Jake Feely is. But there's no difference in terms of the way, the passion to play. Jake Feely had that same passion. That's why I was glad to have him come today and play a part. Before I actually get a chance to get into the scholarships and the programs that we're donating money to, and we're helping out, like the Two-Side Academy and the Reality Changers, I want to have Terry Lady, come up for a second, please. This being a tribute to Junior Seau, I'm going to make sure I get that, we get it for you. Okay, grab it. I asked Terry to, he did a portrait with me, my son, which is beautiful. He really just took the moment of how I felt about my son, the passion I had for my first child. And I really appreciate him for that. I wanted him to do the same thing for me. Okay? This is a tribute to Junior because, just like myself, I want to say when I first really wanted Junior to be, really respected Junior Seau was when I heard the saying, he was living proof. This is what he said. He's living proof. He's living proof on how to get out together. What it took to get out together. I never knew his full story. It made me want to get into, okay, who this man really was. And he was just like me. A man that didn't have much at all, but had a gift. Had a gift that paid, the talent that opened up doors for him. So I asked Terry to really put these things together and put together a piece that we can give to his family, to Seau's family, just about him. We'll get that piece. It's coming downstairs right now. But I really appreciate this man for that. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. I appreciate you guys for being here. As it's coming down, I'm going to let Terry go ahead and share just his relationship and what inspired him, okay, to put together a piece like this.
It is an honor to be here with all of you. The image you'll see is Junior at Oceanside High. Young Junior Seau, linebacker. It's just an incredible moment. When Lionel Hamilton called me and asked me to do something, of course I was very excited. But the question became, what moment to share, what moment to capture. A week before you called, I had been here in the Hall of Champions. And this image is in the case behind us. And it occurred to me immediately, that was the moment. This is the moment where a young man becomes a grown man. Makes this pivot, this transition. And, you know, here he is, he's a high school football player. That's what this is. He would go on to great things. No one could possibly know at that time what he would do. As a sensational athlete, but most importantly as a community brother. And, you know, as a high school athlete myself, I was not in that caliber. But I played with people who were of an exceptional level. And I just I knew when I looked at this, I'd looked at it 100 times back there, but when I decided this was the moment to share, it occurred to me that every kid on the field with him that year knew that this was greatness, about to happen. And so it's an honor to share it with Seau family, Lionel. Thank you very much, Lionel.
All right, Biddy. Allow Biddy to be able to share. I have Biddy on as my director for the event, and I have Biddy on to find me 2 programs that were in San Diego that are actually making a change. That was one of the most important things for me, was to not only have the programs that we're going to build for San Diego, but to find the ones already here in San Diego that are doing something that's making change in the community. And she found just that in these 2 programs. So I'm going to let her give us a feel about it. I'm very proud of what she was able to put together.
Hello again. I want to start off with reality changers, and I think they can explain it a lot better than I can. So if I can have reality changers come up here and share a little bit about the organization. So Reality Changers is actually an organization that I feel very passionate about. When I was an undergrad at UCSD, I was a mentor and tutor there, and that's how I met, randomly enough, Deshaun, who many years later our circles kind of connected again, and found out that his wife was still working there, and I wanted to get someone from Reality Changers and be part of this organization. They share a lot of the same mission and values that Hamilton's Heart does. So I'm going to have Reality Changers do a little quick spiel on what their organization is about.
Thank you very much for having us, and thank you just for this incredible event that we have today. My name is Jordan Harrison. I'm the Chief Inspiration Officer at Reality Changers. I run the 8th to 11th grade programming that serves about 300 kids within San Diego and Northern County areas. And Reality Changers is about building first-generation college students based on the belief that college changes everything. Starting back in 2001 with $300 in 4 8th graders, now we have over 1,000 alumni who have gone to a variety of universities, and this year we're celebrating going over $100 billion in scholarships earned by all of our students from all sources. And the best part is that the work is still continuing, with plans of expansion into Santa Ana and Southern California. I also brought one of our students here, Enoch Medrano. We found him in 8th grade. He had a 1.2 GPA. He's currently a 9th grader at Mission Bay, starting outside linebacker on the varsity team with a 3.8 GPA. That we truly love. And just being a young man and being in this place, seeing success, commitment, and community coming together really defines the intersectionality of success. That we work with our students to help them grow as individuals, to grow as people, to use education as a platform to change their life and ultimately for every generation to come. So Reality Changers is in the business of changing lives of young students, underrepresented, first to their families to go to college, and ultimately changing the reality of hopefully everybody in the entire world. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to move on to, we have 2 special guests today, and our other organization that we wanted to recognize is from Father Joe's Village. We have Tucson Academy, so we can have Mark come and join us. And just a little bit about why I decided, and I shared a little bit with Lionel about this organization. I work in healthcare now, and Father Joe's Village is a really wonderful nonprofit organization that provides not only healthcare services but also social services, and they have a variety of different programs. So I'll have Mark here share. Oh.
Okay. Well, thank you. I want to thank Lionel Hamilton and Hamilton Heart for putting on this wonderful event, and all of you for being here and supporting us. A little bit about Tucson Academy. Tucson Academy is a program of Father Joe's Villages. We've been around since 1992, and what we do is very special. We house homeless teens ages 14 to 18 for up to 4 years. So as you all know, this is like a pivotal time in any youth's life, and we actually have the resources and the time and the facilities to mold and change these very special youth in life. So we have a saying that it takes a village to change a person's life. And this is what we do, and it incorporates all of you. So we have really young kids that we just want to develop and see grow. We have some kids that are going to participate in tomorrow's event. A very special young man named Deontay, whose dream is to one day just honestly first up play at LSU and be a great football player. He's a cornerback right now. And our goal here is to nurture them, provide them that safety net, that love, that nurturing environment that unfortunately life hasn't provided them before, and to see them hopefully succeed. And we're very thankful for organizations like this that help support us. And our primary mission is just to love and nurture these youth and to stop the cycle of homelessness and poverty. And it happens one child at a time. So I want to thank you all for doing that and for participating in this and coming out tomorrow. We also have Noah here from the village, and he's going to talk about some more things that we do here.
Yeah, so Father Joe's Village is a child in Tucson Academy. Overall, we're a homeless services provider, the largest in Southern California. And Mark pretty much summed it all up, so I don't feel like I have to say too much. But we're trying to end the cycle of homelessness one life at a time. And the cycle starts with the kids. Much like the athletes in this room, if you're growing up in an athletic family, you're more likely to pick up those traits, be more involved in that kind of atmosphere and that lifestyle. Unfortunately, the kids that we deal with are growing up on the streets. And when you're growing up on the streets, you're surrounded by that lifestyle. And our whole goal is to break that cycle. We nourish them, we love them. People like Mark, who are on the ground floor with these kids, really teaching them just life skills, some of them sports, some of them not sports, some of them arts, a wide range. But we're just very thankful for the Heart Foundation and all that you guys are doing here to help break that. So thank you guys.
Now another person that we want to honor today is a student who has had a lot of academic success, and one of the things that Lionel shared with me when I joined the foundation was that he had a very strong passion for students who were in foster care and have, despite their obstacles that they may have had to overcome, have gone on to a four-year university and are working towards having that success in their lives. So we want to go ahead and introduce Gina Surgeon, and she is from Positive Face, and she's going to share a little bit about the organization. She really helped us a lot identify a student that aligned with our mission and our values, and she has done a great job in partnering with us, and I'm going to have her talk about her program and also introduce the student that we've selected.
Good evening, everyone. Have some light notes just to make sure I get anything important, but first of all, it's a pleasure to be here tonight to introduce to you Positive Face. My name is Gina Surgeon. I am the Executive Director of this new program and now participating in the Extended Foster Care Program. Jonathan continues to persevere in his education and become a professional soccer player. The other football. He has a bright future ahead of him. He is a full-time student at Grossmont College. He would like to major in business and become an accountant. After receiving his diploma at Patrick Henry High, Jonathan decided to play soccer at Humboldt State University and has made a decision to pursue another university in the near future that will better fit his soccer needs. Jonathan expresses a desire to attend San Diego State University, Cal State Pomona, Cal State Luis Obispo, or Fullerton State. Jonathan is very close to his brothers. His older brother, Efren, that graduated from Chico State University with a civil engineering degree, and his younger brother, Alex, that currently resides in New York playing professional soccer. Jonathan is also close with his mother and 2 younger sisters that live in Mexico. He told his social worker, Cynthia, that when he found out about the scholarship, that he was so grateful for the opportunity that led to this honor and all of the people that have helped him. On behalf of the Extended Foster Care Program, his previous social worker, Gloria Salgado, and current social worker, Cynthia Partida, we all want to express how honored we are to continue the work with Jonathan, and on behalf of the County of San Diego, very proud of him and thankful to Hamilton Heart for this scholarship.
Hello everyone. Geez, I don't even know what to say right now. I'm still reminiscing my life right now. I just want I'm very proud to be up here. I'm very thankful for everyone who has supported me throughout my life. It's kind of hard. I'm trying to take a second right now. Geez, I guess you can say I'm part of this percentage. That anything in this life is possible. And it starts at a young age, and I believe that every youth should get a chance to further their education, to further their goals in the near future. And I couldn't be any more happy for everyone here for attending this, and everyone who supported me throughout my life. And just very thankful for everything.
Last, I'd like to have my business development director, Tyron Eaton, come up. I'll say a little story, because I appreciate you. Come on over here, come on over here. I met Tyron through Alton Lister. He's an ex-NBA player, played 17 years. I mean, great guy. He told me about this lady, and she changed my life. Okay. She inspired me to do what I'm doing here now. And she actually helped me out with my organization a little bit and what I wanted to do. But she told me about this family. I want to say it had to be in August. Okay? And it really hit home because I'm going to let her share more about the family. But you see a beautiful baby over here, a little baby boy that went through so much. And everybody here, we're here to get a chance to be with this family, encourage this family, and be a part of helping this family together.
Good evening, everyone. I was truly blessed to meet this family back in August. My grandson played on the AAU basketball team in Victorville, California. And I was sitting next to the dad, and their son, who's about this tall, was playing on my son's team that were the 12-year-olds, but he was an excellent basketball player. And I looked at them, and they had the baby in the stroller, and they had their other kids, and I said, oh, did you finally have a little girl? It was all boys. And they said, no, it's a little boy, but he's our little angel. And she started telling me the story about what they'd gone through. With him. He was born with a heart disease that I cannot pronounce. I'm going to have the mom to pronounce it for you. And they said that if they had gone home, the baby would have died, and they probably would have thought he died of SIDS. And so I totally stopped watching the basketball game, and I was totally enthralled in them. And he's from Louisiana, and we're from Louisiana. But I was just amazed at what this baby had gone through. And all the trips that they had to make to Stanford University, and they stayed at Ronald McDonald's house, and they did all of this. And you know, can I say where he works? He's employed by Walmart, their distribution center in Apple Valley. And just to see everything that they were going through, it just tugged at my heart. So I talked to Lynell, and I told Lynell, we've got to get this family on the program. So I'm going to let the mom speak a little bit briefly about the baby and the disease that he has and all the surgeries that he's already had and the surgeries that he's planning on having, going to have all the way until he's about 17 or 18 years old. But we got to do this quickly. We got to take him to the bathroom because he did a little poop. So we got to hurry up. I'm sorry, I didn't introduce the family. This is Michelle Victoria, and this is her husband, Quentin. I keep trying to make him Michael, that's his dad. And this is baby Q. So I'm going to turn it over to Michelle, and she can tell you a little bit about it. But we got to hurry up and get into that.
Good evening, everybody. I just want to say we're very humbled and very thankful to be here this evening. We thank Ms. Tyree for inviting us and allowing us to be here. Baby Q actually will be 1 year old next Friday, March 18th. We had no idea during my pregnancy, and we had, after we were ready to go home, he was diagnosed. There is a new, thank God there is a new test now, a mandatory state test for California. It's called a pulse ox test. Basically, right before you go home, they test the babies to see how their oxygen levels are. So we were waiting to go home, and the next thing you know, doctors came in, and from there, basically our world turned upside down. They told us that baby Q was diagnosed with, it is called tetralogy of Fallot pulmonary atresia with MAPAs. It's less than 1% of the population. We had no idea during pregnancy, but we were very thankful for this test because his PDA was closing, which is a natural thing during birth. After birth, it just closes Mother Nature and you go home. And because of this test, it's saving a lot of babies' lives. We don't know how many babies over time have been diagnosed with possibly SIDS, and it was an unknown heart condition. There is out of 100 babies that are diagnosed with CHD. We had never known anything about this diagnosis, never heard anything about it, but it is something, a very eye-opener to us. We're very grateful for the people we've met along the way. Baby Q's had 2 open heart surgeries. The first one was less than 3 weeks old, and the second one we came home for 3 weeks, and his right ventricle was failing, and they rushed him back to Stanford Hospital and did a second open heart surgery. He is our miracle baby, and we are so thankful and blessed, and thank God every day. He will have more surgeries throughout his life. He has a conduit in place, so as he grows, he will have to get him replaced. We're thankful for the surgeons that God has put in our path at Stanford, Dr. Frank Hanley, and we are just so humbled. And we look at him every day, and it changes our perspective of life. It really does. Ronald McDonald is a place away from home that I've only seen at McDonald's as a box to put change in, but until this time, we know what it is now to have the Ronald McDonald House as our sanctuary when you're home at the hospital all day long and you go there just to rest your head for just a little bit, maybe a couple hours, maybe to get something to eat. But I just want to say thank you so much for everybody, and this is our miracle baby, baby Q.
All right. So, before I let go, I know we started a little bit later. The rain delayed us. How many of you guys was in traffic like me? Everybody, right? I see a lot of you. But I really appreciate you guys coming out here and spending time with us, okay? It was something that we put together. We've been working on this for about 5, 6 months, okay? We want to make it special for you guys, special for the ones that came up and spoke about, different things they have going on. I really appreciate the players coming out. I appreciate Brandee and Kristy coming out doing the red carpet. I appreciate Teresa, pro players, for coming out and doing what they did. Okay. getting the chance to see Tyler and the family meant a lot to me. Like I said before, especially with Terry bringing up that picture and the high school photos. What I do now, it has a lot to do with the youth. In that age, that high school age, especially inner city kids, they don't know, they're in a way, they don't know anything. They only know what we teach them. They only know what their surroundings show them. So it's our job. It's our job to actually show them the right way. I was speaking to pro players in an interview back there, and we talked about a village. We are that village. It's a village to raise our youth today. The social media, a lot of things going on out there right now. It's time for us to actually make a change, and this is what we're doing with our services, with our events, with our programs. So I ask that you guys definitely pay attention, tune in to what we got going on. I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate all the champions, the World is Food Truck for coming out here and serving you guys, EBS, Radio Productions. Thank you for having us here. And Drew, where's Drew at? Drew Miller? Is the band still up there? They left? The band left? I'm gonna go get the band so we can have some more fun, have some more drinks. Hey Rob, you got me? I'll be going to tune in to some tunes. I'm going to get the band, okay, you guys? Appreciate you having me.
Hey everyone, we are back here at the red carpet for the Hamilton Heart Foundation annual Masquerade Soiree.
Yes,
and we've got, I'm loving it. I gotta say, community is what it's about. And talking about community, there is the man in between the middle of us who knows what that is. Because his father dedicated, I'm not gonna get teary-eyed, his father dedicated his life and his legacy to our community. He showed San Diego what it meant to be a role model, what it meant to be an athlete, what it meant to be a man.
What it meant to give back and to show the youth this is what you do. And I'm honored because my mom's sitting next to a Seau right now. So she's gonna be like going crazy in a minute. But
we're Cali
so
girls, and growing up and seeing your dad was part of my childhood.
Every Sunday.
A lot of people.
Yes, every Sunday. So how do you feel about the legacy your father left?
I'm humbled. You know, they can't say it any better. It's completely humbling. You know, the legacy that he left for us to kind of grow and continue, that's huge for us. It's big shoes to fill, and we plan on working our best and doing our best to help the community. And you said it best, give back.
Yes.
You know, and that's what it's about. Give back to our community, give back to the younger generation, show them what life is about, and it's not just sports. It's not just athletics. That's the big part.
It's about the all-around being a great person overall, humble yourself.
Being hands-on, I think your dad was so hands-on. Your dad did not have a foundation where he let everyone else do the work. Your dad was the work. You know, and
even in the restaurant, I would go there and he was not like his head.
Yes, he's what? He's serious. Yes, very hands-on. So we love that you came out here tonight with us because your family left a really big imprint on our heart in San Diego. And will forever remember your dad and will carry on his legacy because community was what it was about. And that's what
community,
right, your family. And all I can say is I lost my dad a year ago, so seeing you up there, I know what you're going through, and it's a great thing to have great men in our lives. And you know, your dad was a great man, so I don't want to start crying. We're keeping it. I know.
Tears.
Try to suck it in.
But we are thankful tonight for letting us do a tribute to your dad. Because again, San Diego, number 55 will forever.
When you think of San Diego, you think of Junior Seau. If you don't, then I don't know what's going on with you. But he was and will always be Mr. San Diego. So thank you so much. And we're going to be contacting you guys if you want to do that.
Let us know what we can do. You have to me, my siblings, we all love them. So we all want to give back.
Great. Thank you. There you go. Hello, Seau.
We are back, Brandee J and Kristy at the Hamilton Hearts Masquerade Soiree event.
You know, we haven't worn our mask all night.
The
baby stole yours.
The baby stole mine.
That's right.
But we are here with Rebecca, and she has a great company where she helps nonprofits and charities raise more money for them. So thank you, Rebecca, for coming and helping out with the amazing event tonight.
It was beautiful. This event was, I mean,
amazing.
Everything was so touching. The tribute to Junior, so many elements. We're having New Orleans like right here in San Diego. It's so hot. I'm loving it. Loving it.
Tell us more about your company and everything that you guys do.
Well, my company is called Together 3.1, and we are an event company and a marketing company that puts people together, not just for volunteering purposes, but also for fundraising and also getting out in the community as well. And we really like to put our charity partners together with our company partners. And so we host 5K, 10K fun runs, and also stories like this, golf tournaments. I do a mean bake sale. So if you want to do a bake sale, we do a bake sale. So it's pretty much whatever our client wants to be able to do. We like to think outside the box and not just have the same old golf tournament. And so we like to kind of make it fresh.
Well, I know
it's growing.
Yeah. Well, that's great, because I know we're going to be using you on a couple of words. Because we love to give back one thing me and Kristy love to do. So where can everyone find you at?
You can find me at togetheras31.com.
All right, so Together One, Brandee J, Kristy Seau, our Heart Foundation. As you can hear the music,
that's
having a great time.
We're about to go sweet. So tonight it was all about honoring people in our community. It was about scholarships. It was about the kids. It was about giving back. And one of the guys that got an amazing scholarship tonight was Jonathan Belela. And when you took over that mic, your story was so powerful. Everything that you went through. And tell us, what did you feel tonight being honored?
You know, tonight, I'm honored to just be here today. You know, I feel like everything I've been through in my life, I like to tell myself that it happens for a reason, you know, regardless from where you come from and where you stand, where your background is, giving the chance and helping others as well. You know, I feel like anyone can achieve whatever they want, whenever they want, if they have the passion to do it.
And you're living proof that no matter what's against you, you can overcome it. And I really think that's important for the youth today, because they feel a sense of entitlement that a lot of you don't have, but you think they might have, and you really just show so many youth, so many people that was my circumstances, but it didn't define me. I made it, and it's just what it is.
It's not your destiny. It's a predicament that you're in, but you're not. You're gonna rise above it. And I think it was so beautiful what you said. Is like anything is possible. So many people say that people are dreamers. Oh, you dream too big. Oh, you dream in color. And it's like, what is wrong with dreaming? Dreaming is what makes things possible because it puts you in action. You know, and tonight we saw action because you had a rough circumstance and you rose above it, and you're here today.
And you continue to rise above it.
Exactly.
It's
evolving. So I'm excited for you because you're in school right now, right?
Yes.
So what grade are you in?
I am ending my sophomore year in college. Yes.
See? Proof right here. This is proof. This is proof what organizations like Hamilton's Heart Foundation does, what community does. This is what it's about right here. It's because the younger generation is this right here. And if we can empower this,
then we're good, because I'm getting kind of scared what I'm seeing.
That's right.
But you know, we're so happy for you, and thank you so much. Continue to do great things. Your brother, your sister, everyone.
Thank you.
You guys are all doing great things, and you know, you got our support.
Thank you.
And we're gonna see you. And he plays the other football. You know, football americano.
And we're back.
Oh yeah, we're back, right?
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry.